Yeah. Oh, everyone, this Fox hat. Oh boy, we have a great review today, aren't we? Oh boy. So yeah, hello everyone, this is Flockcat, and welcome back to another video game review, where we're gonna review a game that I kind of already hinted at of reviewing and talking about, which is Mario Kart fucking Wii. Okay, look, I'm gonna level with you guys. I actually played this as a kid and I played it with I played it with a nunchuck, but nowadays I do use this for reasons. And I'm gonna level with you. It is not fun. Well, it is fun, of course, but at the same time, not. Okay, look, to be honest, before I even start truly review, I'm just gonna say the score right now. In reality, it does get like an A, like not even a minus or a plus, it gets a simple A, because it really is a very great game. It really is an awesome game. But for my heart, in my personal opinion, it gets a freaking F plus, because well, and not in a bad way too, more of a joking way, and I'm trying to kind of blame this stuff. But the thing is, evolving with the game is definitely interesting to say the least, and it's already bad enough that I'm screwed with this review anyways, but you can tell that really, I'm not a big Mario Kart fan. And it's not just even with this game. I played many Mario Karts. In fact, I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Not with the DLC, because I have other games to download, and guess what was one of the first games I put on the cloud? Fucking Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Look, I'm gonna level with you. Nothing's wrong with Mario Kart. In fact, it's a really good race car game, or karting game, or racing game, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It really is a good game. But man, it is kind of the to it. Like, if you've seen my Sonic and All-Star Racing videos, and you have seen my brother complain about stuff, you know good and well that my favorite game is Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. The reason why is and I said this before many times, including also its sequel, which kind of compared to the vanilla version, even though I still love both, is because the series is much more balanced than Mario Kart. I'm going to say, it really is. Really is more balanced than Mario Kart, mostly because it's more fair, it's know what it's doing. I know that sounds bullshit, but it is. But that leads to the question, why is Mario Kart for me more harder than freaking Sonic Sega All-Star Racing? Well, first off and foremost, and kind of get this out of the way, the first major problem I do have with Mario Kart, even though it's not really a big Mario Kart, is literally even what that's on this screen, which you can tell I do not have this whatever the fuck you call it, accessory, there we go. I'm not saying it right, but you know what I'm talking about, which is the freaking Wii wheel. I talked about this before, and especially in the Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing game. Freaking driving with the normal fucking Wii remote sucks dango. It really is. Like, motion controls, like, it's fine, but to me, it's just not, like, I really just focus on this, which is fine. I'm glad that it really is perfect. So it works like that too. But there are a lot of things with the game it's very meh. And one of those first ones was the accessory, because motion controls does not work. But luckily, you can use this with literally that and, of course, the nunchuck. So if you don't want to use the freaking Wii remote, I wouldn't blame you. But anyways, you know, it runs fine. Visually, it's pretty good. Now, obviously, a lot of people have, like, I've seen this already, and I kind of understand why, because let's be real, Wii games don't really look visually good sometimes. And Mario Kart Wii must be a best example of that, mostly because really it is kind of to say the least. Like, it kind of gets a little bit muddy. Like, if you've seen like the whole complaints about the timer and the placement design, many people really gets mad at it, and I want to blame them because it's also kind of more, more pure in color tone and the music and stuff. But all, as for the cracks and designs, it's still good at what it is. It still has a lot of good colors. The crack designs are pretty good, especially the new ones they do add in this. Because for those who do not know, Mario Kart adds 4 cups that are new cracks, and the 4 other cups are retro cracks cups. Why they've been doing that, I don't know. They kind of still do that even with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, though they kind of change it with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But it's still pretty good. The designs of the cracks, like it really is. Personally, I do love even the Rainbow Road in this game. It's even though it's a little bit difficult, but but honestly, you still might be wondering why you hate it, Fox Guy, like the designs. And of course, also I forgot to mention the carts and the characters and stuff. Well, there actually are a couple of reasons. The first reason why I don't like Mario Kart, especially also later on kind of in the series, and kind of something I don't like in racing in general, unless it made more at least some sense to it, is the fact that they always have stats for the cars and stuff. For, and I get it, you have to figure out which is more better for you if you're a speedy racer or not. But some of the stats on those carts are a little bit meh, just to be at least. Oh, I also forgot to mention, they also have bikes. And the bikes control worse than that. Like, to be fair, the drifting is okay in the game, but only with the carts. The bikes, you can drift on them, but it takes time to practice to do so. Like, it's a learning curve. But still, to say the least. The character selections are fine as well. Pretty much has very interesting character selections. I haven't unlocked all of them, but it's fine. Also, you can play as your Mii once you unlock it at a certain point. Similar to Sonic Sega All-Star Racing, but this one actually has more characteristics. Another big problem I do have with the game is literally its gravity. Like, if you remember my, I think I even mentioned it, if I'm correct, but if not, then I'll mention it here now. In Sonic Sega All-Star Racing, the gravity is perfect there. It really is grounded. But in Mario Kart, it feels like you're on the fucking moon on every track. No joke. It's so bouncy. It's so slippery. I mean, I don't know if the moon's slippery, but whatever. It really is, again, you still get used to it, though. It still is fine. It actually gets it does go well with speed with that. But, I don't know, like, it's becoming, like, And also, the items are also unbalanced, is another thing I don't like about this game. Like, it's balanced to some sense. Like, for example, there's a gimmick in the game where you can actually shield yourself from an attack from a red shell. And of course, there's also like that whole putting a fake item box with the other boxes, which is pretty good. However, some of the other items are a little bit, to say the least. First off is the bomb, which is fine, but it's a hazard to even have it on yourself. You have to hold it in the back of your cart, and if a red shell hits it, you're gonna blow the fuck up. And it's very kind of, if you kind of hold on to it. Then there's the POW blocks, which gets very annoying, which it just bombs your whole entire carts in front of you. Then, of course, the blue shell, which I always complain about in every Mario Kart, because that thing is, like, especially how many times, like, I get to give fair advantage, but it's kind of basic when there's so many blue shells in one single gaming. And then there's also the other new item being the freaking Thunder Cloud, which you have to literally play tag with. Like, and it really is, it's confusing, I know. And I know this is definitely a weird review since I really am kind of speeding up. Though, to be fair, the reason why I am kind of rushing in this review is mostly because, to be honest, there's not much to truly talk about Mario Kart Wii. Like, there's other reviews, by the way. They do a better job than what I'm doing, because, let's be real, bleh with that. I doesn't even show my belly. I don't know fucking why. But, all in all, if I had to be real honest with you, it is a fine game. It is playable. It's not like freaking Mighty Number fucking 9 of crap. cocaine bullshit. It really isn't. It really is a good game. But it's a very frustrating game, which might be the biggest problem. You can play on easy mode on this thing. I wouldn't blame you. I'm a very easy mode guy in the world. And I had to turn that on, and yeah, it makes that sound because it's fucking weak. But to be honest, it feels like sometimes it's unfair. I mean, it's Mario Kart, so we just fucking expect, but it really does feel unfair. This may be coming from experience, but what I have played, though, is still fun. I do love it, but I also hate it at the same time. I guess that's kind of the whole point of Mario Kart, but if you had to ask me which one I will choose the most, it will be definitely Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. Hell, I'll stick with Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing fucking Transform than this shit. And even then, that game has its own problems, but still, that game at least is better in my opinion. And I'm super sorry, Mario Kart fans. Like, hey, at least I still play it whenever I get a chance. I mean, I'm not going to play it now. I'm going to play my Wii for something else. But, to be honest, it's not a bad game. It is one of the good games that helped the Wii. And it has a lot of positives. It's visually well. You can still beat it. It's not really that hard. I mean, you just play easy mode for a while, then you practice on it. And really, you do get the ropes once in a while. It really could be for novice players as well. Design-wise, it's a little but it still looks great. The character selection for this game is actually pretty interesting, but also pretty good. And it really is a fun time, but not my favorite racing game. Like, the only two racing games I ever fell in love with was freaking Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and as stated, the Sonic Sega All-Star Racing series. Yeah, but still a good game. Like, in reality, it is pretty much, actually, I would say, probably my first to give a full A+. Mostly because, you know, it is still fine, to say the least. And also, I'll be crazy enough to say it's not that accessible, because let's be real, we all know that this sells well. And it actually is a very good game. But let's be real, in my honest heart, it's a little bit of an F+. Because F+ for me, considering that not very much a huge player of this game. I mean, I haven't even unlocked all the fucking characters. And I haven't even touched it, so it does show you how much I don't usually play it that much. I have beaten the cups, but only on fucking easy so I can get the fucking me. But, you know, in reality, it is a good game. A+ for what it is. I know that sounds a little bit backwards and hypocritical, but it really is. Like, I cannot do justice enough on how good this game is. Although, really, it's not for me. It really is not. But anyways, sorry for the super confusion of this review. I know this review was sloppy, but I really do want to do a rant/review on this game, to be honest. And really, I want to see your thoughts, literally, to be honest. I'm actually, during the time before this premieres, I will release a post seeing how you guys choose. I'm curious to see if you agree with me or not. The post will happen way before this premiere, or rather, you know, this premiere will happen afterwards. But anyways, this has been Floxcat. I'm definitely snapping out of here. Bye-bye.